Today, we are diving into one of the most important steps in every trader's journey, accurately identifying and mapping out market structure. This is a foundation for long-term success and profitability. A big reason why so many traders struggle is because they don't fully understand how to spot market structure. And in this episode, we're going to break down both the basics and advanced concepts of market structure. Plus, I will share the key tips how to map out the market structure more effectively so you can stay ahead. Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. This is Islam with you. Here we help anyone who have an extra 15 minutes a day to become 6 or even 7-figure funded trader without spending much time in front of the charts or doing the complex analysis. So let's get started. First of all, guys, I want to talk with you that there are two market conditions: when the price is trending either to the upside or to the downside, and when the price is ranging. Basically, by using the market structure, our job is to read in which phase the market is. So let's begin with the trendy market conditions. For example, this is a textbook setup that you are going to see in the books, in other lessons. Exactly, this is where the price is making the consistent higher highs that are higher than the previous highs, and the price is making higher lows, the lows that are higher than the previous one. This is exactly how does the bullish market structure looks like. And the same is actually the true about the bearish market structure, when the price is making the lower highs consistently and the price is making lower lows consistently. This is where we can say that the price in a bearish market conditions. So each time when the price is making the retracement into the previous impulse, it is going to hit some sort of like the support resistance, like supply and demand zones, which is going to reverse the price in the direction of the trend. Let's break down the rangy market conditions. This is where exactly the price is making neither higher highs nor lower lows. Like it's kind of like, for example, here the price is making lower high, but after that it is going up and then making higher high and then just retracing to the downside, failing to make lower low and going up, failing to make higher high, making lower low. Exactly like it's moving in the sideways direction without any consistency. And the trend is exactly when the price is moving consistently towards one of the sides, like to the upside or to the downside. But basically, the world is not that shiny. It is not that good, as you can see in the perfect textbook setups about the market structure. It will never look like this. Most of the times when you look at the structure in the real market conditions, you are going to see something like the price is making the impulse, it's making the new higher high, but then it's going to the downside, it's creating some sort of the structure inside of the previous impulse and then making higher highs. Sometimes it's just retracing to the downside, making another just internal structure, going down, sweeping the levels, and then reversing again in the direction of the trend. So this is basically how the real market structure in the real life is going to look like. But here are the things, guys. Basically, there are levels that are called the primary, the major market structure levels, as the ones that created the higher high and higher lows. Everything that price makes inside of this low and this high are considered to be internal structure. They don't matter. As soon as price stays within this low and this high, that means we are in the bullish market structure. It doesn't mean like if we do have this breaker structure over here or something like that, it doesn't mean that we are transitioning into the bearish trend. As soon as we are inside of this high and low, then we are going to then we can say that we are still bullish. But if price goes below this level and closes below it with a full body candle, only then we can say that the price is just turning around, like the bullish market structure is turning into the bearish market structure. Or, for example, over here, only when price goes and closes above this major high, as you can see over here, only then we can say that we are having the new market structure. And this is going to be, this high is going to be the new major high, and the lowest point that got like that was inside of the previous impulse is going to be considered considered as the new major low. And as soon as price stays within this range, like this high and this low, we can consider that the price is in a bullish trend. For example, there are going to be some cases when the price just makes the sweep with a weak, like without closing with a full body candle over here, and then retraces into the opposite direction. So basically, guys, let's cover it in the real market conditions, in the real market example. As you can see over here, we do have this kind of like the strong push, strong fall to the downside, after such a strong pushes, like we just start marking up the market structure from scratch, at least on this time frame, because these are kind of like this black swan events that don't happen often. So basically over here you can see that the price, we do have this low, we do have this high, and then price retraces to the downside. And over here you can see that the price sweeps this high once, it sweeps this high twice, and we are not considering this one as a new highs. This is still our key high. And after that, over here you can see that the price is making the higher high, and then price makes the retracement to the downside. And over here you can see that the price makes the sweep of this high right over here. We don't consider this sweep over here does not mean that we are transitioning into the new market structure, because this will not be considered as a new higher low, as a new major structure. So basically this is a lowest point that we got inside of the previous impulse over here. So this is considered to be our major low, and this is going to be our major high. If only price closed above this level with a full body candle and has an extra one more candle closing and confirming the breakout. So the breakout structure can be confirmed by two candles. One candle is breaking the previous high or previous low with a full body candle, and another candle closing and confirming us that the breakout is real and it is valid. But before we don't have that, this is still considered to be the high. This is considered to be the low. And over here, guys, you can see that the price is breaking to the upside finally over here. This is going to be considered as the new high. Over here we just do have the sweep. So basically if we look at here, this is going to be the new major low, and this is going to be our new major high. After that, as you can see that the price is creating the new just internal structure. There are a lot of internal structure. As you can see over here, the price is kind of like making the lower lows over here. It's sweeping, then making the lower low. It's all internal structure. Until we are inside of these and these, it doesn't matter. Like most of the traders get caught up by this one. They see the break of the internal market structure and they just place their trade somewhere around here on the retracement, and they get stopped out. As we have talked recently, there are two types of the breakouts. One is the breakout structure. The breakout structure happens in the direction of the trend, and the second one is the change of character. The change of character is simply the character of the market, the direction of the market changes. This is where, for example, over here we did have some sort of like the bullish structure. The price was going up, making consistently higher high, higher lows, and suddenly the latest major lows, the price breaks down below the major low. As we have talked, like we should have one full body breakout candle and another candle breaking down and confirming the breakout. In this case, we can say that the trend is shifting from the bullish to the bearish perspective, to the bearish market structure. Some of the old gurus that I have watched a lot of years ago, they even added something like we need something like the confirmation of the change of character. They say that we need to have the retracement over here into the previous impulse. So basically, when we do have this change of character, this is going to be our new high, and this is going to be our new low. As soon as we are inside of this high and this low, we are considered to be in a bearish trend. So everything that you have to look for that has the higher probability, and as we know, like trading in the direction of the trend has like 60 or it increases your odds to win by 60 or even 70%. So basically, we have to look for the sells. But some of the old very gurus, they told that we need to have the second breakout structure. We need to have the breakout structure. So basically, another impulse, another lower low in the direction of the new trend to confirm that we are actually that we are actually in the new market structure, in the new trend. Hey folks, if you are liking the video so far, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button, and leave a comment down below with your thoughts about the market structure. Is it really important, or we can trade without the market structure? Personally, I do trade without the market structure. I love trading the patterns, and basically, of course, knowing the overall direction of the trend is good, but meanwhile, like, you don't need the market structure. You just need to learn how to trade the patterns inside of the market. So back to the topic, guys. A lot of people make mistakes by trading the false market structure, which is the internal market structure. So never fall for that. Always identify the major highs and major lows and follow the major market structure. This is how you will never be able to just get stopped out or whatever. And for that, like, I really like using the FIB levels. Like, you can draw the FIB levels and then look for your entries somewhere around like 60 to 80% retracement level. That is considered to be the golden zone. Hey folks, actually, just to train your eyes, we can just go through the market structure on the daily time frame and just look how it goes, just to train your eyes to remember all the concepts that we have talked about. On the daily time frame, it's pretty simple. Like, you can see this is our lower high. The price is making this kind of like the breakout, the sweep over here, and then again the price makes the sweep, goes down, making the lower low, I'm sorry, and then going up, making the lower high, going down. Actually, we don't quite get. This might be something interesting, guys. A lot of people tell you about the breakout structure, about the change of character, but nobody tells you about the pullback, which is considered to be one of the most important things that you have to look for while spotting the right market structure. What do you think? Over here, do we have the valid pullback, and do we have the valid change of character from the bearish to the bullish? A lot of people will get trapped in this one, but the reality is that we don't have the valid pullback over here. This is not considered to be the valid pullback. For the valid pullback, we need, like, ideally we need like 2 strong or at least 3 kind of like the average candles against the direction of the trend. But as you can see over here, we just have the range. This is considered to be the range. You can see we do have the bearish, bullish, like it's an indecisive bullish, strong bearish. So this is just the range. So this is not considered to be as the valid retracement. That is why this is the high and this is a low. This is a real valid retracement. And as you can see over here, the price retraced, it went down. Again, the internal market structure, it's not giving us the full market breakout structure. Again, the breakout structure, retracement. And over here, let's see, we are seeing some sort of like the sweep over here, and after that we are having the real market breakout structure. So over here are new low, major high, the price retraces, goes back, and again like creating the new kind of like the market structure, and then over here we finally have the breakout structure to the upside, and we are kind of like the building up the new structure. Over here you can see the 3 consecutive candles just retracing to the downside. So this is our high, this is our low. Over here we are breaking out. This is not the retracement. Actually, this one can be considered as the retracement. Over here you can see we do have like the strong candle retracing to the downside. So, and after that we are breaking to the upside, and this is our new low. This one is not retracement, this is our new high. So this is our major low, major high, and look at this, how beautifully the price retraces to this market structure, coming back and retesting these, how you can call it, like some people will call it supply demand zone, some people call it order block, whatever you want to call it, I don't care. So the price is retracing, going up. This is actually beautiful, guys. The market structure is indeed beautiful, but the market structure is just one side of the coin. You are knowing the direction of the trend, but market structure is not going to tell you, actually give you the perfect entries. It's not going to be the sufficient and good strategy that will make you consistent profits. There's the other side of the coin, which is finding the entries. And personally, I do have 3 core entry models that like you will be able to trade 90% of the time. All the market conditions, you will be able to trade the trendy market, the rangy market, all market conditions can be traded with 3 core models. And luckily for you, I've got the video. You can check it out over here.